So let's talk about rest days and why it's important to take them. I think we all know theoretically that we should be taking them, but are we actually taking them? Do we actually build them into our weekly schedule? And a lot of times we don't, and I didn't either for many years because I thought more is better. Now I know that more is not better, but smarter is better. Here are a couple of reasons why we should have those rest days built into our week. So the first one is that every time we work out, we literally cause little muscle tears in our muscles. And in order for those tears to recover and to repair so we can actually get stronger, build strength, and build muscle, we have to give our bodies time to rest and recover. The next thing is our body's glycogen stores, which get depleted when we work out, right? Because these stores are taken from our muscles and used when we are training. So now after we work out, we have to replenish them. So one way to do it is to eat carbohydrates. If we skip carbohydrates and if we don't take enough rest days, it's going to be very, very hard to fill up those stores again. And the way we feel it is that we're really, really tired. We're absolutely exhausted, not ready for the next workout. Rest days are also important in order to avoid overtraining and injuries. If you're a runner, maybe you have had stress fractures, which is one way how we have overused our body because we haven't taken enough rest days, especially if you have hypothalamic amenorrhea. You may have compromised bone density because you haven't had a period and ovulation for years, so you're definitely in a higher risk group. But of course, also, if you don't have stress fractures, maybe you're not a runner, if you lift weights, then if we are overtrained and we don't take enough rest days, we may grab too heavy weights and not be able to complete our reps and set properly. We may just take a wrong step and we may get hurt so much easier than when we are properly rested. The next thing is that if we want to truly improve our performance, we take rest days. And I know that for many years this was not really a priority for me. I said, yes, I'm a runner, but actually in the back of my head, it was always like, how can I weigh less? What can I do to weigh less? It wasn't about performance anymore. And this is how you know that this is your red flag. Now, if you want to get stronger, if you want to get better, if you want to get faster, rest days are absolutely important and very, very necessary. And the last thing is better sleep. So if we work out right, if we take enough rest days, and if we don't pump up all this cortisol all the time, which happens when we do too much, right? Our bodies pump out extra amount of cortisol, extra amount of adrenaline, all these stress hormones, then these are going to throw our sleep off. Of course, there are other reasons too why our sleep may be bad, but doing too much and not resting enough are a couple of big reasons. So I really encourage you to build a couple of rest days into your schedule. If you currently are very, very overtrained, that means that you're extremely fatigued, you're chronically fatigued, or if you don't have your period, then please don't do anything intense, no high intensity exercise. With weightlifting, be very, very careful. Don't do anything that stresses you out a lot and focus on resting and recovering. If you're not that seriously overtrained, if you just have some minor signs, then simply pay attention and focus on lifting weights and doing bodyweight exercises with letting yourself to rest between the sets until you feel you can go again, but also don't push yourself super hard and build at least a couple of rest days into your every single week.